African fashion industry continues to solidify its position as one of the most viable industries for investment, as it is dynamic and the opportunities therein are huge and largely untapped. Taking advantage of the untapped opportunities is one of Nigeria's fastest growing online retail stores, Garmspot. Mr. Mubarak Olakpade, MD CEO, joins me in the studio today. Mr.
Hello.
Mubarak, welcome. It's great to have you.
Thank you very much.
So first of all, let's start with a background of Garmspot and your journey so far.
Okay, the idea in general started a few years back while I was in the UK, and I was trying to start up an online retail site down there. However, I thought it would be better to come and pioneer market in my home country and work with indigenous brands and bringing together the fashion industry and the retail market.
Talking about the fashion industry and the fashion market, apart from the problem of lack of access to quality material and poor customer service, what other problems do you think plague the fashion industry in Nigeria for both consumers and producers?
I mean, it's things like just the trust. In a country like this, 80% of our orders online are on payment on delivery, and a lot of times that causes a problem because the customer either is not there and there's no guarantee, so you end up going to make the delivery you're meant to make once, twice or three times and the person hasn't paid. However, they don't sort of trust the online system enough to sort of pay online, and you have to sort of create that portal for those sort of customers. So for me, trust. And also in terms of printing on garments, there's a huge loophole that the Nigerian industry is missing in terms of quality. We don't have enough DTG printers, we don't have good enough embroidery machines. The whole industry is just
so there's a lack of infrastructural development, you say?
Yeah, I mean what I'm still learning is that there's a lot of things that we don't have here. We have the basic equipment to do the basic things. However, in terms of getting more complex, designs or more complex materials done, we don't have the infrastructure for that.
How can Garmspot then come in to solve that problem? In
terms of retailing and getting people, the clothes, accessories, beauty products, or whatever they want, Garmspot is an online retail site that has over 50 brands that sell different products, male and female. So we're trying to create a portal where young people and anyone really can sort of go online, pick whatever they're looking for, whatever outfits they're looking for, get it delivered to them as soon as possible, nationwide and worldwide. We just introduced same-day delivery in Lagos, next-day delivery in Abuja and Port Harcourt, and we've also introduced nationwide delivery. So that is a portal just to make it seamless for whatever you want. It's sort of like the model, the ASOS model in the UK, so you can pretty much buy anything. However, Garmspot has subsidiaries which we just created, like Garmprint, which basically focuses on printing of different materials, embroidery and whatnot. We're the only ones, or one of the only people, because I don't know, that have DTG printers, which is sort of giving us the upper hand in terms of production, because a lot of people don't have access to such printers or such machines. So that is something we're also trying to help with in terms of production. Another company that is a subsidiary of Garmspot is Garmtrade. We're trying to either bring in and produce quality garments to sell to people, focusing mainly right now on t-shirts. You find out that there's a lot of places you go in the market when you're looking for plain t-shirts or whatever that don't have the quality, or it's fake or whatever, and there's a lot of people out there that are looking for these products and need the exact quality, the exact color, the exact size variation. So we are trying to also create a niche out of that, and also push products in terms of not only fabric but finished products that are plain, that people can sort of work with and create their own brands with.
So you mentioned earlier that you deliver worldwide.
Yes, we do.
Does that mean that you facilitate the export of Nigerian products?
Well, we're partnered with DHL,
okay,
which came up with a new, I think, e-commerce platform for SMEs. and they spoke to us, and we sort of have a deal with them that sort of enables us to deliver anywhere worldwide.
And you mentioned the printing subsidiary. So does it go beyond the basic infrastructural system that is obtainable here?
I mean, at the moment, it's different. I call it the ultra modern printing house.
Okay.
You know, you see a lot of printing companies that have, you know, billions of naira worth of equipment. However, those equipments are either obsolete or don't even do the job. However, we don't have many equipment. However, the equipment we have are of the new age, they're new school, they're, you know, digital. They work with, you know, different softwares, the 21st century softwares. You find out that a lot of these places can't do prints with PND, that's Photoshop. They have to get it converted to Corel, Draw, and whatnot. You know, so we're doing it the way it should be done in the 21st century.
So how much has the fashion industry or the sector transformed since you launched Garmspot?
For me, what I can really say in terms of the industry is we've been able to impact the youthful culture a lot, as a lot of brands are sort of coming up from our, you know, production line, and they also retail with us, so we also sell for them. Aside from the online retail site, we're partnered with a brand called The Urbanist, which is an offline store on Bodylon in the Style Loft box. So we have an offline store more or less, however it's not called the Garmspot. You know, we have some of our products in the offline store, it's called The Urbanist. So generally, in terms of getting people the sort of products they need, we're not only catering to them online, we're trying to cater to them offline as well. We recently just opened up a very small stall in a Tinubu market, so we can also not only reach out to, you know, the high end, we're trying to also provide, you know, quality garments and finished products for people that are looking for t-shirts as low as 1,500, 2,000, that sort of thing.
Okay, so given the achievements made in the fashion sector and the work you do, facilitating exports, developing your infrastructural system, what other plans do you have to further transform the sector?
I mean, it's growth. Okay. The plan is to grow. The plan is not to only have, you know, the best machines that print on t-shirts. The plan is to have the best embroidery machines. The plan is to have the best printing machines. The plan is to be able to bring in the best fabric. The plan is to be able to produce the best fabric. So it's to sort of, you know, revolutionize the whole textile industry, which is the long-term goal. However, for now, you have to take it a step at a time.
So how do you think the government and policymakers can support the industry?
Well, I mean, I always talk about this all the time. I'm a very young guy. I'm starting up, you know, such a business which is slightly capital intensive. And with everything I do, every other day I have, you know, the LIRS, FIRS. Obviously, I've filed all of that and I've gotten it done. However, I just feel the government should be able to provide a sort of grant or sort of, you know, something that enables young people in business. I'm sure they have it somewhere. I'm sure they'll tell you they do, but not on a large scale. And this is not only pertaining to me. I might be able to, you know, sort of sort this stuff out. However, there are a lot of other people that have businesses like mine or even different small businesses that they're trying to grow to a different level, and, you know, rent, taxpayers, you know, different things are pulling them back. So I think the government needs to create either a scheme that sort of enables, or at least if it's maybe a year tax exemption for, you know, business owners that are under 25 or whatever. It's not, you know, something that sort of incentivizes, you know, the young people to sort of, you know, do more and know that the government is sort of doing something for them. You know, that is my viewpoint to it. Aside from that, also, in terms of, you know, patronizing young businesses, the government sort of, you know, give out a lot of their contracts to, you know, the people they've been doing it with for years, and they're very used to it, they're very stuck in their ways. However, I think it will enable the youth, or, you know, the young people that have businesses, if the government also gave us contracts, you know, that could also help us grow our businesses. If you're not helping us in one way, you might as well, you know, patronize us and, you know, grow our businesses.
What's a typical day like at Garmspot?
Every day is very different. There are days that you come and it's, very calm and it looks like a proper office, and there are days that it's just mayhem. The kind of thing we're trying to create and the kind of environment we're trying to create is, we have a lot of young people that come down either for photo shoots or to create their own collection or to take pictures for us. We're trying to create a hub where, young creatives and, people that are into fashion or design or whatever can sort of come together, which is part of what our slogan is. It's like for the youth, by the youth. So we have a lot of photographers, videographers, artists, painters, different, So sometimes it's very hectic, sometimes very, calm. However, at our office as well, we have our printing shop, and because we're the only ones that sort of do the, new printing methods, we have a lot of people that come in, every day. So every day is very different.
At the moment, do you stock just designs from Nigerian designers?
Well, yeah, at the moment, what the plan is, I wouldn't say was, what the plan is to be able to sort of bring together either Nigerian designers here or abroad, okay, and sell their products, here in Nigeria, and, sort of enable each other for now. Then when there's, a market big enough for us, then we can sort of throw in a few other international brands. But for now, I think we need to focus on ourselves, because we don't have a channel to sell ourselves, and you don't want to start, competing against people that have already been established, a lot of years. We are trying to build brand names for ourselves within our own reach, not only within Nigeria, within Africa.
So international brands, so African international or continental international?
Okay, already we do African international. Okay. We have a lot of, we have brands from Canada, America, and the UK that are Nigerian owned, but they produce there and they sort of, have their creative stuff there, and we sell for them here. However, because of the kind of thing we do, streetwear, you can't sort of limit people. There's a lot of brands that Nigerians also want abroad that they don't have access to here. And the ones they have access to might not be original. So we want to sort of be the people that sort of supply them, what they want, how they want it, in the exact form, the way it's done anywhere else around the world.
Okay, so how would you pitch Garmspot to a potential investor or to potential customers?
I mean, Garmspot is very young, and I believe in the little time we've been operating, we've been able to achieve and do some things very differently from, what the normal people expect. I believe if anyone right now goes to www.garmspot.com or www.garmprint.com, they would totally understand what we're about. They would understand what we're trying to do, or check our social media pages or whatever. So anyone that knows the market, because I wouldn't even want an investor that doesn't understand the market. Anyone that knows the market or knows the business of fashion retail or fashion production and sees our business model right now will know where our end goal is. And I believe the business sort of speaks for itself. So I wouldn't be pitching saying, no, I'm not going to start throwing numbers around on screen, like on live, TV. However, I would let you know that if you take time, study our model, look at our growth, you would know where we're going to.
Okay, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much.
It's great to have you.
Thank you.
For more interviews and trending business news, please visit www.footprintafrica.com. Stay connected with us on social media, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and connect with us on LinkedIn. Thank you for watching.